Alrighty then.
Welcome to Indoor Fun.
Alrighty then. Hey, I wanted to go over the plus diamond system or the plus 2 diamond system, whatever you want to call it. I've been calling it the plus 2 diamond system. I'm trying to remember. You got Dr. Q and Dr. Dave, and one of them calls it the plus, and one of them calls it the plus 2. They both have really good videos. I'm just going to kind of talk about it from my perspective and kind of demonstrate it. It's a great 2-rail kicking system. And in this case, you're kicking 2 rails and starting on the short bank, right? Not the long bank like the corner 5 system. I've got 4 balls laid out here. Basically, they're certain diamonds away from where my cue ball is. And I wanted to first of all talk about the formula. All right. So the first rail you kick at, so the numbers are 1, halfway to this diamond is 2, to that diamond is 3, halfway is 4, to that diamond is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you got to remember that you're counting from the object ball. So if this is the object ball here, right, I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamonds away. Then I'm going to aim at the number 5 on that short rail. Right now, remember that short rail, the counting is different because it's half as wide as the long table. In order to get 9, that's what you need to do. So that's just something, a way to remember this. All right. And the other thing to remember is that you need to go diamond to diamond. So, and you also need to remember that when it comes off of this angle, it's coming towards this diamond that you counted at. So like if I counted, for example, if I wanted to hit this ball and I was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? When I hit off of this 4, you got to remember that the angle is coming to the diamond. So if I have this ball opposite of the diamond, I might miss it. So, or I need to make an adjustment. So ideally you got to take that into account because it's going to be coming here if I just did 4, right? So you might want to go 4 and a little bit, right? Also, you got to remember the amount of English you put on it makes a difference. So you want to just practice this on your table. And anytime you go to a new table, just get the feel for the table, the amount of running English you need for these systems to kind of work. So let me talk a little bit about some of the examples that I have here. So I've got an example where it's 2 diamonds away, 3 diamonds away, 4 diamonds away, and 5 diamonds away. That's why I have the 2, 3, 4, and 5 balls. So let's just do the 2 diamonds away to start with. All right, so if and I have these right on the diamonds right now, actually, right? I don't have them shifted to take, because I do know that I have to account for this angle coming towards the diamond. But for now, I'm just going to go 2 diamonds away. So 1, 2 diamonds away, right? So this ball, if this cue ball is positioned such that I'm going 1, 2, and from this line, from this 2 diamonds away to that 2 diamond with natural running English, top right English, then I should hit that ball. And I do. Okay, so the same thing now I can do 3 away. Now these balls happen to go this way, so it's going to be, you know, roughly in this position, the cue ball, but it's still a really good example. So 1, 2, 3. So if this cue ball, right, is lined up from this diamond to the 3 diamond, so, and it could be anywhere along this line. That's the beauty of this system, right? So if it's in here, same idea with running English, top right running English, then I should hit that 3. And I do. All right. Now you notice I just clipped it here because this angle is slightly getting more because it's coming towards this diamond, right? So it's very important to know that, because as I get towards the 4 and the 5, 5 not so much because I get this big pocket to deal with, but this 4, if I come at 2, I'm coming in at this angle, I could maybe just miss it. But let's just do that and see what happens. So I'm 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still from this diamond, the 4 diamond, to the 4, which is between these two. If I'm on this line and I hit this with my top right English, running English, I'm just short, because you got to remember, right, that angle, it's coming towards this diamond. So when you have that situation, you got to be aware, right? So if I was doing that, right, I would probably be more like a 4.5. Okay, so 4.5 would be between this 4.5, 4.5. It's a little bit trickier angle to get it perfectly, but we should be okay. And I hit it bang on. Okay, so that's something you got to take into account. And then the 5, the beauty of the 5 is the pocket is so big, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I go between this diamond and the 5 diamond, then I should hit it. Now, that 4 ball got in the way, and I was going to demonstrate the same thing as I said earlier, right? I know that angle's coming in, which is why it nicked this 4, right? Now, if this 4 wasn't there, because this pocket is so big, I probably would have made it anyway, right? It's a beauty of these tables. Alrighty then. So there's another way of looking at this that you can do, and really you need to practice this. But for example, instead of aiming the diamond to diamond, right? If the ball just happens to be opposite of this diamond, if you just aim at that diamond position, just give it a little bit more English, and then you don't have to spend so much time kind of fooling around with getting it diamond to diamond, because it's actually fairly close, right? The difference between that and that, it's just a slight angle, but you can counter that with just a little bit of extra spin. So in this case, I'm 1, 2 away. I'm opposite this diamond, but if I aim at that 2 diamond, right, with just a little bit of extra English or a little extra speed, then I hit that. Same idea if I was 1, 2, 3 away. Same idea here, I can aim at that 3 diamond, right, with just a little bit of extra English, a little bit of extra there, and you know, a little bit harder even. 1, 2, 3, 4, just right there. Aiming there. All right, and opposite the 5 this time. All right, just aim at the 5 with a little bit extra English. That time I didn't hit it. A little bit harder, but a little bit of extra English. Here's through 5, just like that. All right, and you could be on the 6. It starts to get tougher and tougher, right? And you just got to get used to your table, right? And I can't go to the 7 because I'll be into the other pocket. So that's another way of looking at it. I find if you're out in the middle of the table somewhere, it's easier to try to find a reference point. But sometimes that reference, that diamond to diamond reference point isn't exactly there, which brings me to what they call the parallel shift. And let me just explain what that is. Basically, say I've got this one, and I'm 1, 2, 3, that's 4 diamonds. So say I was 4, well, in this case, the 4 and 4 are lining up. But let's just say the cue ball was here. So I'm at 4, that's like 4.5, 4, 4.5. What you do is I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I did the 4 to 4, and say the cue ball was like here, just a little bit off, what you can do is you can basically parallel shift. All you do is just move. You want to keep the same angle here. Just pick up your cue just slightly and just go like that. And that's where you're going to hit. So I think hopefully that makes sense. That parallel shift comes in a lot of times when you're out in the middle of the table, right? Anytime you're out here and you have like a known, so say that was 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your 5 to 5 track is here, right? And the cue ball was just slightly off of it, right? So you just basically, you take this and then you just keeping this angle the same. Keep that angle into the cushion the same. You're just going to pick up your cue ever so slightly and just shift it over, and that's where you're going to hit. So that's the parallel shift. And that one comes in handy. And actually, I have another video that I'm going to do called the midpoint parallel shift. It's a different system altogether. You don't have to do any counting or anything. That one I didn't even know about. And the only reason I know about it is I think I watched it on Dr. Dave. And I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. And it comes in handy. I do have one other thing to discuss when it comes to doing this +2, so stay tuned. Alrighty then, I wanted to talk about what happens if you want to kick 2 rails but end up on this rail. It's a little bit different. So I've done a little bit of kind of fooling around on my table, and the way it works on my table is I have to add 2 for every diamond this way. So this would be 2, 4 away from here, 6 away from here, and then it's just 1, 2, and then I use the same numbers up here. So, but on this particular one, I have to use the opposite of this diamond. I don't go diamond to diamond. So opposite of this diamond, if I wanted to hit a ball here, this is 1, and then 2, 3. So each of these is a half basically, or just each diamond is 2, or each half diamond is 1. So this would be 1, then 2, 3. And if I hit that onto the 3, right, then I should hit my 3 ball here with running English. Okay. Now, if I was here, same idea. This time, I'm 2, 4, 5. I put this opposite of this one. Now I'm aiming at that one, right? 5. And I hit it. What if I'm 6? All right, and I'm here. So I'm 2, 4, 6, 7. And the 7 is here. Now we're starting to get closer to this side pocket, but maybe this will work. No, the 7 is actually there. 7 with the proper running English. Bang on. And it's funny because literally that's a shot that I've never really tried, but because I know the Plus2 system this way, and I use it a lot. I know the corner 5 system. I've used that one for years, and I'm just learning the this new midpoint parallel shift, which I'll talk about in the next video. But I never really did kicks using running English to this rail off of those 2 rails. So I'm just doing that for the first time, but I think it's pretty cool. I wanted to introduce something else, a different view. I'm calling it the cue view, the cue ball view. That's what we're going to call it, the cue ball view. Let's do a couple with the cue ball view, just so you see it. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Introducing the cue ball view. Let me just start this one. And I'll start this one. See what this looks like. We're just going to do a standard +2, 5 rails away, kicking from the 5 through the 5. With running English. Hopefully that looks good. Let's try it again, actually. Let's just line this back up. Here's my nice little... And you can see it coming off the rail as well, which is kind of cool. Alright, so this time, let me just chalk up again. I'll try and keep this still so that you see it going through. Okay, here's my 5-5. And you should see the English too. Top right English, follow running English. Just like that. Cue view. Cue ball view. Sorry. Cue ball view. Ha. Turn that off. Hopefully that looked all right. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll just throw just a couple of examples that you might see in a game. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, here's a great situation. You're playing 8-ball, right? And you're the stripes, and you did a really good job. You ran and then you missed. And then the other guy runs out, and then he gets himself in a bad position like this. And he doesn't want to take the chance of playing a cross side or a cross corner. He's decided he's just going to play safe. So let's just see what happens here, right? So he decides it's too risky to go cross corner, and he doesn't like the cross side. He decides to go and just hit a safe, and he's just going to leave the cue ball behind the 3. Right? Not a bad leave at all. Right? So, and not only that, he's very close to the 3. I can't kick very good one rail. Maybe I could put a bunch of right spin, but I think there's a better way. I'm pretty sure, I know I can hit it. Right? I might be able to make it. So I'm just going to do a rough approximation. I'm basically 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm between 4 and 5 diamonds away. I'm out here a little bit. So I can do it 2 ways. I can kick first and try to hit it, bring the cue ball 2 rails out here, and then make the 8. Or I could just try to hit it flush. If I hit it flush, it's going to go probably off this rail, over this way, and my cue ball is going to be here, which is, I'm leaving him a shot. I'm going to try to make it. I'm going to try to kick off the bank first. This pocket's pretty big. If I can hit maybe right around here, I have a good chance. I'll hit it at the very least. And my cue ball will be going this way, which will make his shot a lot harder. So rather than just trying to hit it and then leaving the cue ball and leaving him a shot, I'm actually going to go off the rail first. So if I go off the rail somewhere in this, I'm like, so now I'm 1, 2, 3. 3 on the 3 track. Let me just want to take my time. If I'm on the 3 track, 3 to 3, then that would be 1, 2, 3. That would be towards the diamond. That might be just a little bit short. Okay, so I want to be maybe more here. It's going to be close though. But I'm going to go, if that's the case, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to use the 3 track, but I'm just going to, basically, I'm going to come up just a little bit. Maybe 3.5. And ideally, it should just come through here and clip the 11. If the 11 goes in, I should be really good. But at the very least, I want to get the cue ball back over there behind the 8. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, running English, 3.5-ish. Let's see what happens. Go, 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 go! Yes! Yes! That's a perfect example of where knowing the system like this really comes in handy. Now I have a shot, right? That's not that difficult of a cut. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is a difficult cut, right? But it's better than giving them ball in hand, right? I got a chance to win this game, right? So what I'll do is I'll just cut this down there. If I miss, great. I'm still going to end up leaving the cue ball kind of in this area, which, you know, a good player will probably run those 2 balls out. But I don't want to give him a chance. I'm gonna make this ball. All right. All right. I'll just get my feel for the line. Oh, I missed it. Ha. All right. I did all that work and I missed an easy cut. Well, it's not easy, but let's just pretend I didn't miss, right? Because sometimes, you know, sometimes you just have to have fun. Oh, no look. See, I just needed to no look it, right? Anyway, that's one example. Let's find another one. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Here's a 9-ball example, right? You're playing 9-ball and you're getting down to the last few balls and your opponent kind of nestled it up there. There might be a safety there, but it's tough, but you know your +2 system, right? So you know, right? I could make this 9-ball. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I could just go on the 5-5 track, right, which is here, right, then I could kick that in. I can use the 7-ball. I can carry him off the 7-ball, direct the cue ball into the rail at the position I want with running English, and I should be able to follow the +2 system perfectly. Now in this situation, right, 5-5 is about here. Right? That's a very, very thin cut on that 7. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Just going to hit a thin cut, running English, and let's make this 9-ball. Right? So I'm just going to visualize my ghost ball here and how I need to just thin it. Really, really thin. Right? It's almost like you're missing the ball. You're just going to thin it so much. Come on, come on. Just like that. Right. So there's an 8-ball example and 9-ball example. Real life situations where you can use the +2 system. Anyway, that's a pretty good diamond system. I like that one. Anyway, stay tuned for more pool tips from Mike Hogan on Mike Hogan Indoor Fun. See ya! Thanks for watching. See ya.